Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about airport apron. It is the portion of an airport usually paved in front of terminal buildings for parking, loading and unloading of aircraft. Holding bays are also known as holding aprons. They are provided at the busy airports near the runways. They hold plane before it takes off to wait till the runway is cleared. Going to the details, loading aprons. The airplanes are berthed on the apron before they are loaded and unloaded. Hence, the loading apron is also known as parking apron. It is desirable to provide a cement concrete pavement for apron to resist the effect of the jet blast and fuel spillage. The dimensions of the loading aprons depend upon, first one is number of loading position or gate position required. Second one is the size of the aircraft and the parking system to be adopted. The aircraft loading position or stands are designated by the circle of varying diameters. The span of the diameters depends on the wingspan, and the second one is the length and the turning radius of the aircraft. The number of aircraft stands to be provided is determined from peak aircraft movements per hour. Generally, a clearance of 7.5 meters is provided between the aircraft parked on the adjacent aircraft stands. Next is holding aprons. The portion of the paved area which is provided adjacent to the end of the runway in case of a busy airport is known as holding aprons. They are also sometimes referred to as the run-up or warm-up pads. The taking of aircraft coming from the loading apron is held on the holding apron for some times, so that the aircraft instruments and engine operation may be checked prior to the takeoff of the aircraft. This is a configuration of an holding apron. Next thing is the type of aprons. The type of aprons are, first one is terminal apron, cargo apron, parking apron, service and hangar apron, transient apron, and finally general aviation apron. Terminal apron. The area designed for aircraft maneuvering and parking adjacent to passengers' terminal facilities. From terminal apron, passengers board the aircraft. It is a figure showing a terminal apron. Cargo apron. Aircraft that carry only freight and mails may be provided a separate cargo apron adjacent to the cargo terminal building. Parking apron. Parking apron is the apron where aircraft can be parked for a specific period of time. It may be used for light periodic service and maintenance. Parking aprons are located as close to the terminal apron as possible. Service and hangar aprons. It is an apron where maintenance and repairing of an aircraft is carried out under a hangar. So image showing a service and a hangar apron. General aviation apron. General aviation aircraft used for the business of private flying, which requires several categories of aprons to support different general aviation activities. And the final one, transient apron. The apron used for temporary parking of aircraft is known as transient apron, as to access fueling and other services. Now, the design requirement for the aprons. The design requirements for the aprons are, first one is the safety, the second one is efficiency, third one is the geometry, and the final one is the flexibility. Talking about the safety, safety in apron implies that airport maintains specified clearance and follow the established procedure to enter, move within and depart from apron areas. Aircraft securities should also consider in locating the aprons area can be protected from an unauthorized persons. Efficiency. An apron designed should contribute towards establishing a high degree efficiency for aircraft movement and dispensing of apron services. When you are talking about the geometry, the planning and designing of any apron type depends upon the number of geometric consideration. Example, the length and the width of the land part for the apron development. And the final one is the flexibility. Planning of an apron should include an elevation of the following flexible characteristic. First one is the range of the aircraft size, and the second one is the expansion capabilities. These are the things of an airport aprons. Thank you.